What if the reason your life isn't moving forward isn't bad luck, isn't poverty, but the people you sit with every day? He was poor. He was judged. He was slowly becoming someone he never wanted to be. Not because he was bad, but because bad company was shaping his future. This is not a story about money. It's a story about who you choose to walk with. Once upon a time, in a struggling neighborhood of the United States, there lived a very poor teenage boy named Aaron. He was 17, thin, quiet, and carrying the weight of survival far too early. Aaron lived in a small rented room with his exhausted mother, who worked long shifts just to keep the lights on. His father had left years ago. Aaron didn't dream big, not because he lacked talent, but because life never showed him better possibilities. After school, he sat on broken steps with boys from the neighborhood. Boys who laughed loudly, skipped school, mocked ambition, and believed success was for other people. Aaron didn't smoke or steal, but he listened. And slowly their thinking became his thinking. The boys Aaron spent time with talked about shortcuts, excuses, and blaming the world. They mocked students who studied. They laughed at teachers. They said things like, "Why try? We'll never make it anyway." At first, Aaron stayed silent, but silence became agreement. Soon, teachers began looking at him differently. Neighbors whispered. People started assuming Aaron was trouble, just because of who he sat with. Opportunities quietly disappeared. When Aaron walked into places, eyes followed him with suspicion. He felt confused. "I haven't done anything wrong," he thought. But the truth was painful. People don't judge only by actions. They judge by company. One afternoon, Aaron overheard a conversation that shattered him. Two adults stood nearby, watching him and his group. One of them said, "That boy could have been something, but look who he's with." Aaron felt his chest tighten. That night, he looked at his reflection and didn't recognize himself. He wasn't bad, but he was becoming invisible to good things. Dreams he once had as a child felt embarrassing now. For the first time, Aaron asked himself a dangerous question. Am I choosing these people, or are they choosing my future? If this emotional story is touching your heart and helping you learn English through powerful life lessons, subscribe to English Story Academy for emotional, interesting, and life-changing motivational stories. Change didn't happen overnight. When Aaron stopped sitting with his old group, they laughed at him. They called him fake, weak. "Think you're better than us now?" they said. Some days, Aaron sat alone. No jokes, no noise, just silence. But in that silence, something new grew. He started spending time in the school library. He listened to conversations that spoke about goals, careers, and growth. He met students who talked about books instead of trouble. They weren't rich. They weren't perfect. But they believed effort mattered. For the first time, Aaron felt uncomfortable in a good way. Like his mind was stretching. Aaron's thinking slowly changed. He began asking questions instead of making excuses. He studied, not because he loved it, but because he respected his future. Teachers noticed the shift. One teacher offered guidance. Another helped him apply for free programs. Aaron's grades improved, not magically, but steadily. He stopped trying to fit in with people who were proud of staying small. His old friends moved further away, not physically, but mentally. Aaron didn't insult them. He didn't argue. He simply chose a different direction. Life was still hard. Poverty didn't disappear. Bills still arrived. But Aaron had something he never had before: clarity. He understood that bad company doesn't always drag you into crime. Sometimes it quietly kills your potential. Surrounded by people who valued growth, Aaron began believing he deserved more. He learned new skills. He spoke differently. He walked differently. The boy once judged by association was now respected for transformation. Years later, Aaron stood where no one expected him to be. Not famous, not rich overnight, but successful by definition, educated, confident, and free from the limits that once surrounded him. He helped his mother. He mentored younger boys from his old neighborhood. When they asked him how he changed his life, Aaron didn't talk about money or luck. He said one sentence that defined everything. "I didn't change my life first. I changed my company." Aaron never forgot where he came from, but he refused to stay there. He learned the hardest truth most people discover too late. Your future is shaped by the people you sit with when no one is watching. The poor boy once judged by bad company became successful by choosing better minds, better conversations, and better values. And that choice changed everything. Moral of the story: your environment speaks before you do. Change your company, and your life will follow. If this story inspired you, subscribe to English Story Academy for emotional, motivational stories that help you learn English and build a stronger mindset every day.